Hey, welcome back to the Board Game Closet. My name's Jimmy.
I'm Jordan.
I'm Rod.
And today we're going to take a look at Colt Express. This is a game that plays 2 to 6 people in about 40 minutes. The premise behind the game is that we are train robbers, all on our own, and we have all jumped onto the same train, and we are pre-planning our moves to try to get to the gems, get to the strong boxes, get the money, and trying to avoid each other, or trying to shoot each other, punch each other, all that kind of stuff. It's pre-planned, and then it turns into total chaos. So let's see what you get in the box.
Let's do it.
All right, so this is what you get in the box with Colt Express. Rod, talk about the components.
Sure. So first of all, this is the Asmodee game, and those who have already owned Asmodee games knows that there's always good quality in the game. With this game will not disappoint anyone. The one thing I really like about what this game does, it gives you a 3D environment of the train, of the cactuses and stuff, and of course, of our cowboys and so on. So it really gives you a good feel for the environment that we're playing in. The one thing about it is, from what I can tell, that I like is the fact that they're nice and sturdy. The train looks like it's going to hold up well. Mm-hmm. In the box itself, it gives you storage for each one. Now, you do have to put it together. That does take a little bit of time. And even though you don't think you need to read the instructions, read the instructions because there's always mistakes that are done. And so, but they give you the slots and stuff for each individual one. So this will all packed away nicely. So that's a very nice feature. The cards with Asmodee that are always nice is that they're always large cards. They're not the small ones that you normally get like with Fantasy Flight. Not that anything that's bad.
Shots fired.
And the artwork and stuff that's on them is, the thing with this kind of reminds me of a Disney cowboy movie. If you look at the artwork and stuff, it's obviously going to be a little bit more violent, but because you'll be shooting at each other and stuff and stealing stuff from each other. And, of course, you're traveling on this train as you're doing that. But, again, I think that everything that you get with the game is high quality. I think the artwork's nice. It puts in a good feel for the Western theme. So, anyway, quality-wise, I think it's just fantastic. And I think that you get more than what you're paying for compared to other games.
Sure, yeah, totally. All right, Jordan, let's talk about the rules to Colt Express. How hard or easy is it to learn this game?
The rulebook isn't a huge rulebook, but it does have tiny words.
Small rulebook, tiny words.
Everything is small in here, so they do pack a lot in there, but it's nice because they add all the pictures and they have the arrows pointing towards it, which about every rulebook needs. Mm-hmm. So it is actually just one piece of paper turned into a rulebook, but everything is compacted into there. So it's pretty easy to figure out what it is, and like Dad was saying, if you think you don't need it, you need it.
It puts everything in logical order is one thing that I noticed about it. It kept you from the beginning to the end. It had everything that all the questions that we were looking for were quickly found when we were playing the game.
Yeah, totally. And it's at first, I remember when I opened it up, I was actually a little intimidated by it because there was so much packed in there. But once you play it one round, you got it. You understand how to do it. You understand the icons. It's very simple, that kind of thing. So once you get going, you'll be going quickly. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you play Colt Express? So at the beginning of the game, everybody's going to get a character card, and each character does have a special ability, so you'll be referencing the rules to see what that ability is, and then you get a corresponding deck of cards. So there you are the nice lady, and you are Django, and so you get a deck of cards. And so in this deck of cards that is matching, you've got 6 bullet cards, so if you get shot, you're going to take one of these and add it to your deck. And then you've got another set of cards that are going to be all movement cards, shooting cards, punching cards, money cards, things like that. And so sheriff cards. And so basically at the beginning of the round, depending on the number of players, it's going to tell you how many cards to play and what's going to happen on each one of those rounds. And you can reference the rules to see what each one of those things do. You might be going through a tunnel. You might be playing 2 cards this round. You might be going backwards, the sheriff, different things like that. There might be special things that happen where if you land in the
engine.
The engine, you might go all the way to the back, different things like that. And so it tells you right on the card. So at the beginning, you'll see what you're going to be playing. And then you pre-plan your movements. And so okay, on this round, I got 4 cards. And so you look at where you're at in the train at the moment, right? And so it'll tell you where to be. And then there's going to be stuff spread all throughout the train, right? So there's going to be these little money bags. There's going to be these little gems. They're out on there. And then there's also going to be the sheriff who's going to be on the board too. And so on your turn, you pick your cards and you plan them out, and then you play them out. And so one at a time, at the beginning of the round, you flip your cards over, and it says, okay, I can move forward or backwards. I'm going to go over here. And then I played another card that said, I'm going to pick up the money bag. And so then you pick up the money bag. And then you play another card that says, I'm going to shoot this dude next to me. And so then you shoot him. He takes a bullet, has to add that to his deck, blah, blah, blah. And so it basically works like that. Now, that's the perfect world, right? When it happens exactly like you want it to. But it doesn't always happen that way, because somebody else can come over here and they can come at the same time, and they played the punch card next. And so they punch you back over, and then they get to pick up what you were trying to go for. And so it's one of those kinds of games, kind of like Robo Rally, where
exactly.
you pre-plan it out, and then all chaos happens. And so there's a sheriff in the game that can come towards you, and he'll
mess you up.
He'll give you a wound card that has to go into your hand. And so what's neat about that is every time you take a bullet or a wound, it goes into your hand, and then that's a card that you have to play with next. So you might end up getting a card in your hand that you can't do anything with on that round. And so you say, I can't do anything this turn, and so you just stay where you are, which could be very bad because the sheriff could keep coming towards you, or the guy could shoot you, things like that. And so that's all that the game is. And so you keep playing this out until a certain number of rounds, and that's it. Then whoever has the most money, meaning that you got gems and money bags, is the winner. So.
Right.
Isn't it also a certain amount of gems get you something?
Oh, I don't remember. Is there?
I think so. I'm not sure though.
Okay.
So the thing that I found interesting in this game is I thought that with Robo Rally, that kind of fits because you're programmed, right? So when we first decided we were going to play this game, and you're going to have to set the cards up ahead of time, saying, well, this gameplay to me doesn't feel like it's going to work with this theme. Mm-hmm. But I was completely wrong. It worked out really well.
Worked out great.
Yeah, it worked out fantastic. I was really, really surprised, and that's one of the things I like about it a lot is that one of the things I liked about Robo Rally was doing that type of action, and we do it in this game. And with this game, this is a much better quality when it comes to the board and that type of stuff. And it's easier to set up, faster to set up and put down when it's a faster game.
Well, and one of my issues with Robo Rally is you can kind of get stuck, right? Or you're in your little corner, or you can't get the cards that you need, or somebody's shooting you, and you get stuck in this little corner, or you keep going in the circle, whatever. Well, on this one, it's not like you got this huge map, and you're not trying to go from here over to that one or whatever, but it's just this is all you got, and so you're just moving around and doing what you want. And so the frustration, to me, even when you get messed over, isn't as bad as it is in that one,
Yeah. No, I enjoyed it a lot. I think that, and like I said, with the 3D environment, it puts a good feel to the game.
Mm-hmm. What about you?
I think it's a fun game. I like the pre-planned movement in games like that. I like when you do that because everyone thinks they know what's going on. Everyone believes that they're going to get it, but then the sheriff comes in and takes you out or messes somebody up, and then he messes the next guy up, and then the whole thing's a mess because no one's doing what they wanted to do. Yeah,
because you use a card to shoot the guy. Well, then the guy's not there, and so you shoot into the wind.
To nothing.
Man, or you punch and there's nobody there to punch. That kind of stuff.
And then you have to punch later, but you can't. You just pick it up, no loot.
Yeah, exactly. So at the end of our reviews, we like to do a simple 1-die rating. Should you buy it, play it, or hate it? So green means go buy this game and add it to your collection. White means maybe you wouldn't buy it, but you definitely play it. And then red means you wouldn't buy it and you wouldn't play it because you hate it. So everybody get their die out and reveal green, white.
Oh.
Okay, we were close to a 3 green. So tell us why you gave it a white.
I give it a white because you already own it. And the white means that we'd got to buy it and then we'd play it all the time. I wouldn't want to play this every single time, but I'd definitely play it if you pulled it out and put it on the table.
All right, cool. What about you? Why'd you give it a green?
Well, the thing is, I think value-wise it's fantastic. It's a great game for anybody.
Right.
I mean, I think even, our gaming group is more of a, what I consider a strategy group versus, the ones that like playing the lighter games. But we all enjoyed it. And our wives and stuff would enjoy this type of game. I think it all mixes well. It's a good entry level game for somebody.
And you can actually scale this too. Like the characters have special abilities, the cards have special actions that happen on it. And to be honest, you don't even have to do those. You know, you could just play with your cards, and then you can add to it. Say, well, let's add in the special abilities, and then let's add in what happens on the cards, things like that. And you can actually go up in complexity. So I gave it a green because I actually got this as a Christmas gift from Secret Santa off of this board game group I'm in, the board game group on Facebook. Anyways, and so when I got it in the mail, to be honest with you, I was a little disappointed because I had other games on my wish list that I wish I would have got. And so I put it on the shelf and I was like, okay, we'll play it. And then the Saturday that we played this, we pulled it out and we played it. I was totally excited. I was like, yes, now I know why I wanted this game. I was glad it wasn't Spiel des Jahres, and I know why now, because it's just an easy to teach, fun to play game.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Okay.
That's fun add-ons, right?
Fun add-ons, yeah. So speaking of add-ons, dun, 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 dun. So this was a promo that I got off of BoardGameGeek.com. It's the Back to the Future DeLorean, and it's so cool. It's got actually, you assemble it. It's a 3D thing right here, and then you put it down at the front, just like in Back to the Future 3. And so here's the train pushing the car, and there's actually special rules that go to this car and stuff like that. And so you can play this special scenario. I mean, how cool is that?
That's awesome. Yeah, this is great.
Who needs the game to get this?
I know. That's it exactly.
So this is so cool. So anyway, so this is what we're going to do, right? Board Game Closet. I actually have 2 of these. So, and last time I checked, these were sold out on BoardGameGeek.com, and so you couldn't pick them up. And so I actually have an extra one of these, and we're going to do a giveaway through the Board Game Closet. So this is all you have to do, right?
To keep things simple, all you have to do is comment on this video and tell us if you'd give Colt Express a green, a white, or a red. We want to make sure that things are simple for you to enter the contest, so just comment below whether you'd give this game a green, a white, or red, and you'll be entered into the contest.
We will let this contest run for 2 weeks after this video plays. At the end of that 2 weeks, then we will pick a winner, and we will ship out at no cost to you your very own Back to the Future Colt Express.
You don't even need the game. Look at this.
Yes, you
Look
don't
how
even
awesome
need the game.
that is.
All right, so thanks for watching our video. Check us out on BoardGameCloset.com. We've got a lot more videos. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those things. And as always,
Support your local hobby shop.